everybody. My name is Grant, and you are listening to the Casual Historian Podcast. Well, sort of. What you're listening to right now is an announcement rather than a full-fledged episode. My co-host James and I started this podcast in early 2016. We recorded 10 episodes and released them over most of the first few months of that year, with episode 10 being released in the late summer. For various reasons, we couldn't make more episodes than that, and for various reasons on my end, episode 10 took a long time to come out. But after a long hiatus, I'm glad to say that we are coming back. And hopefully it will be bigger and better than before. Since we've been gone for so long, we've decided to consider episode 11 to be the beginning of a second season. We've got a lot of interesting topics we're going to talk about, as well as some special episodes that I have planned for the summer. We start our recording sometime in February 2017, and you should expect episode 11 to air on Tuesday, March 7th, 2017. My hope is that we will be able to get a new episode up every other Tuesday after that, meaning that episode 12 will hopefully premiere on March 21st, and so on and so forth. After we hit 10 episodes, we will decide whether or not we want to do more episodes for season 2, or leave it until 2018 for a season 3. I don't know how many of you out there are still listening, but if you are, I thank you for your patience. The Casual Historian Podcast is a two-person project. It's me and a friend talking about history. This means it requires coordination between our schedules. This means that if one of us gets really busy, then we can't record an episode. I have decided to partially fix this issue by creating solo episodes for this podcast. If any of you guys are familiar with Dan Carlin's Hardcore History, then hopefully you'll like these solo episodes. I'm creating standalone narrative episodes. These episodes will be telling you guys a story based on history. They may cover a certain event or series of events, or contain some kind of historical theme. These solo narrative episodes will either be used to fill in gaps of our recording schedule, or they will be added onto the end of season 2 if we decide to stop after a certain number of episodes. And so I hope you'll enjoy those. On top of this, I have another announcement. In the spirit of narrative podcasts, I've started a second podcast dedicated to narrative history telling. This new podcast is called History of the Modern Middle East. If you search for that term or something similar, you should be able to find it on iTunes or other RSS-based podcasting apps. You can also get the episode directly from the website, historyofthemodernmiddleeast.com. There you can download the episodes directly, as well as get extra information in the show notes for each episode. I've been putting a lot of work into that project and I just launched it in January, so I hope you'll take a listen. That should just about do it for now. I hope you will listen to episode 11 when it premieres. You can find the podcast on most major podcasting apps as well as casualhistorian.com, which is more than just a podcast site, but also a blog where I write about history and how it affects our lives and how it is used or misused in our political discourse. You can keep up with Casual Historian on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Thanks for listening, and see you on March 7th.